Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Hope that everyone is doing well. If this is your first time here, then welcome. So we're gonna do a head-to-head of stylers today. So I'm gonna split my hair right down the middle, even though in a wash and go that is not a very flattering part for me, hence why I'm always a side part type of gal. But I wanted to see how these two perform next to each other because I was so in love with the first product from this brand that I'm curious to see what its cousin can do as well. So I thought that a wash and go would be a perfect way to try these two stylers. When it comes to my hair, twist can pretty much take to any styler and still turn out from pretty good to awesome. But wash and goes though are a little bit trickier. So I really want to see how these two stack up against each other, especially since I already know that one is phenomenal. I'm very curious about the other one. So if you guys saw my updated top 10 most detangling products video, I think that this one was the last product that I mentioned. This is the Genedor Beauty Smooth and Defined Moisturizing Gel Styler. I used this all the way back in April to do a wash and go. And I'm gonna put a clip from that wash and go as well because it was so good. One of my best hair days of 2021 for sure. So different than any other gel that I've tried, so we'll be getting into all the fun details about it, but I'm going to be putting it up against its little friend here, the Genedor Beauty Swirl Curls Gel Styler. So this one provides soft to medium hold, whereas the Smooth and Defined Moisturizing Gel Styler provides medium to strong flexible hold. And if you guys are like me, if you're doing a wash and go, hold is the name of the game for being able to have longevity and also the best results for the style. This one of course has different ingredients but also has a stronger hold compared to the other one as well. So I'm going to be using one of my tried and true leave-in conditioners that I have used so many times I have lost count. The Curl Junkie Beauty Curls Argan and Olive Daily Hair Conditioner. This is one of my favorite leave-ins. I've used it for like 10 years now. That way I can really see what the stylers do to my hair because I already know how it performs with that particular leave-in. So I just detangled, rinsed out my deep conditioner, all that good stuff. I've got some pretty good curl definition going on right now. So I'm going to act quick and start applying my products while my hair is still soaking wet. As always with my products, I try to start with applying a nice healthy amount of product right to the crown of my hair because I get a ton of breakage right here and it's very dry, so I want to make sure I get that. So with my hair being low porosity, the longer I can let a product sit on top of my hair and give it a chance to penetrate, the better. So whichever side I am not working on, I give it an initial coating of leave-in conditioner just so it can retain some of the moisture from the shower and also get a head start on being softened and conditioned with my leave-in conditioner while I'm getting started with the other side for styling. I like the fact that both of these gels have a good amount of oil in them, so I'm not going to be adding a sealant to my hair. I'm just going to be doing a leave-in conditioner and my styler, since I think I'll be covered because not only does the styler have oils in it, but this does as well, Argan and Olive, so that should have me good to go. Now as I mentioned in my top 10 detangling products video, this didn't make the list for nothing. This is one of the most slippery detangling, just whose hair is this type of products that I've ever tried. So it's almost like a serum-y gel type of consistency. It's not like flaxseed gel where you have that kind of like sticky tackiness. It's also not like a more snotty gel like Uncle Funky's Daughter Curly Magic, as far as it being like a little bit like snottier to where you like do this and it's going to be like a lot of stretch. It's a little bit, as you can see here, but not a ton. But it is just the slip on that. So good. I ended up using a lot less product than I thought I would because it is so slippery and it just glides through these low porosity, coarse, kind of want to stick to themselves strands so incredibly well. It's ridiculous. And that slip also means that I don't have to sacrifice definition by using less product because I really didn't know what to expect not having to use as much product as I normally do. This also has a really light, nice, pleasant scent to it too. Slightly powdery and a little bit floral, but not like in that overwhelming, knock you over the head type of way. Okay, so this is the first section down with the Smooth and Defined Moisturizing Gel Styler. Despite the fact that this gives me so much definition, it really shocks me how non-crunchy it is. So since I tried this, I've been telling people about it who say they can't find a good gel that they like. Either it leaves their hair feeling too stringy or they can't get over the crunch feeling. This gives me so much curl definition to the point where it's just so weird, because once it dries, it feels like I have nothing in my hair. See this big old knot right here? Yep, I'm going to be using this to detangle / define. So if you're just someone who does not like crunch but you're looking for curl definition, this gel is really something else. I don't know how it does it. I don't know what in the formula is doing that for me, but I love it. It makes my hair feel so soft and touchable. Make sure to get these roots. I'll add a little bit more gel just on the overall outer portion of my hair, since I have my hair in sections. I want to make sure that all those sections kind of blend together. I'm trying not to touch it even though it feels so freaking good. Now we're going to get things going on this side. So let's see what the Swirl Curls Gel Styler is all about. This one is completely clear. It looks a little bit thicker than the other one. Goes on super smooth. It doesn't have that same like slippiness, but it still has a lot of slip on its own. Just not as much as the other one, but compared to a lot of other gels that I've tried, it's got less slip. This one's very clean, barely has a fragrance. Love how it's going on in my hair. And I am seeing some nice definition, even though this one has a softer hold than the other one too. And I also hear like a foaminess. I don't know if you guys can hear it, because I'm probably going to have like a little music over this video, but it has like a slight foamy sound when I'm adding it to my hair, almost like a mousse. This is what we're working with so far on this side. And it's almost like Rice Krispie treats. I can like still hear the foaminess. I do notice a little additional spiderwebby frizz in between my curls. I'm sure you guys can see, whereas on this side the curls were like individually defined and didn't have as much frizz. I do notice a bit more on this side. So I've tried to fight the good fight and stay awake, y'all, but I am just like about to barely be able to function. So I'm throwing in the towel and going to bed, even though my hair is still pretty wet with my wash and goes and with my twist, but to a lesser extent. My hair, just like many of you, I'm sure, the style turns out the best when I let it dry completely. But y'all, it's time to go to bed. So I'm probably about 60% dry on this side, and then maybe 50% dry on this side. But you can definitely tell that my hair is drying in a much more elongated state on this side of my hair. It's also drying closer to my head and not as voluminous. And although I love volume, I never need help in the volume department. My hair is naturally very thick. That usually means that I'm probably not going to be able to get as many days out of a wash and go, because my hair is most likely going to already dry in a frizzier state. Also, this side is drying a lot quicker, and as it dries, because this is an experiment, so there is a little bit of touching that's needed. My hair feels smoother. It feels like it has more of like that finished touch to it that I like from my gels, whereas this side, I don't know if you'll be able to tell, as I mentioned when it was still wet, it's starting to look a lot better since it's drying, but that additional spider webby frizz, and although my hair is soft on this side, another thing that I noticed is that it is slightly sticky as it's drying. On my neck, I could definitely feel the difference. I was applying this Swirl Curls Gel Styler to my hair. I also noticed that there was a slight bit of tack to it, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. I think that even if I don't fall in love with this one for my wash and goes, that slight tackiness is good, because for twists, it'll help them not unravel and maybe give me some really nice definition with that style. Another thing that I'm noticing is that I have a lot less interaction between my leave-in conditioner and the gel on this side, but I feel like on this side it's a little bit more apparent that maybe my leave-in and that particular gel aren't like meshing well together. So once my hair is dry, we'll really be able to see what the difference is between these two products. But I do like the way that my hair looks on this side, but it gives me great curl definition all the way to the ends, and I feel that my curls are drying tighter, which I think is really pretty as well on this side. night that the two sides were looking pretty different, but I had no idea just how different the results would be until right now. I'm about 90% of the way dry. I still have a little dampness at my roots, but for the most part it's dry. But I just want to show you guys where we're at right now. My naturally spongy texture is showing a lot more on this side. Is checking that definition box. My curls look really, really good. I have a little bit of frizz right here, but nothing that I mind at all. And just like I was thinking last night after I finished, it definitely has more volume on this side as well. Whereas this side right here, the difference in hang time is crazy between the two. Like, wow. Oh yeah. There's that spider webby frizz that I was noticing last night in between individual curls. You can really see it. This is so cool. I just think it's just like crazy how just a product can make such a dramatic difference in your look. And I enjoy diversity in my wash and goes, so sometimes I want more volume. I don't mind my frizz. Other days I might want to enjoy my length more and go for this type of look. This is just blowing my mind right now how different the two are. So although aesthetically I like the look of both, I would have to say that when it comes to which one is my favorite, it is still the Smooth and Defined Moisturizing Gel Styler. My hair feels more softer and moisturized than it does on this side. And because I'm already starting with such a low level of frizz compared to this side that's already pretty frizzy, and again I went to bed with wet hair, so that might have contributed to it a little bit, but the fact that I was already noticing this while it was drying could mean that it's the product as well. But since I used the product on the left before, I already know that it gives me longevity because that first wash and go lasted quite a few days. I already know that this is going to last me a good amount of time. But really the fact that it feels so much softer, more hydrated than it does on this side is what really takes it over the edge for me. So as I mentioned in my detangling video, this really is unlike any gel I've ever tried before. This level of definition that I have here usually only comes from my crunchy gels. So it is definitely gonna be on my top 20. Like, what is going on right now? So it's 5 days later. My hair is definitely dry now, a little bit too dry on one side. So right off the bat, you can tell which side is still going strong. This of course is my Smooth and Defined Moisturizing Gel Styler side, and my Swirl Curls Gel Styler side isn't doing quite as well. That spider webby frizz that I noticed back when it was still wet definitely came into fruition when it was dry. It feels very dry to the touch. I've been wanting to put some type of moisturizer on my hair so much, but I wanted to wait until I did this final part of the review to show you guys the stark difference between the two. So right after I finish, I am running to the bathroom and putting something on this stuff because it's really dry. Compared to the other side, I have much less canopy frizz on top here, and in between my individual curls, much less of that spider webby frizz as well. My curls stayed separated a lot better on this side. They're not kind of like just jam-packed as like a big old unit. And because I wanted to come to you with this review comparing the two with no additional products, I haven't put any oil or anything on my hair. The fact that it's still so shiny and my hair doesn't naturally have a shine to it, it's more of a sheeny girl. So as always, the full ingredient list for both of these products will be in the description box. But as far as the Smooth and Defined Moisturizing Gel Styler, we've got water, xanthan gum, aloe leaf juice, argan oil, shea butter, marula oil, pequi oil. And that's why this product really blows me away. The fact that it has so many oils, so many emollient ingredients. I don't feel any oiliness at all on my hair despite that. I don't know how they do it, but I love it. So per the description, it says that the results of using this product are curls that are more smooth, soft, flexible, bouncy, plump, juicy, and defined without the extreme crunch. So they knew what they were doing. No flaking or stickiness of traditional gels. So onto the Swirls and Curls Gel Styler. Water, VPVA copolymer, carbomer. We've got glycerin, marshmallow root, as well as horsetail extract and jojoba seed oil. And similarly to our other styler, it says that the results are curls that are soft, bouncy, plump, juicy, and defined without the extreme crunch, flaking, and stickiness of traditional gels. So right off the bat, the first two things I noticed about the difference between the ingredients is that this one is more oil-based and glycerin-free. In addition to having glycerin, this one also is more extract-based base as opposed to having more oils. And it has some ingredients that I recognize as holding agents that, although I can't pronounce, I remember seeing in other stylers for that purpose. And as far as the texture differences between the two products, if you guys remember in the beginning, this one is thicker to the touch, although it says that it provides soft to medium hold, whereas this one is much more loose, and it's more so for a medium to strong hold. So for me, this product is perfect. The only thing that I would change is the packaging. Because it is so slippery, I found that it was like slipping out of my hand when I was styling because my hands were covered in all that slippery goodness. I have not given up hope on this one. Another thing that I really like about these two is that they are available at a lot of JCPenney salons, which I did not know until I was randomly in a JCPenney one day and saw them and got really excited. So they're available on the ground if you have a JCPenney salon near you. Possibly they might carry these. You can sometimes even use coupon codes on them, but I tried it last night just to see what type of codes we were working with, and it didn't take it off that well. I am so ready to get rid of this middle part. It is so just no. So thanks again so much, guys, for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this review. If you did enjoy it, please give this video a thumbs up. That helps my video out big time in the YouTube algorithm. And if you haven't subscribed already, please do so as well. I'd love to have you. That'd be awesome. Remember that I upload videos every Friday, and I will see you guys in the next one. Take care, everyone. Bye.